As avid nerds and lifelong gamers, we are so excited to introduce you to Beryllium's premier project. It's a half-hour pilot for the NightHawks, which is an upcoming web series.
The NightHawks are a group of eccentric tabletop gamers playing in a steampunk-themed role-playing game. They not only have to deal with their game's adventure, defeating the bad guy, stopping the evil god, etc., but also their real-life tribulations, romantic troubles, work troubles, and the sins of their respective pasts. In the game world, everything is a fractured mess. The forces of magic and steampunk technology are clashing, the pantheon is fractured, and every government has collapsed. In other words, this is a great place for an adventuring party to make a name for themselves. As far as the real world is concerned, the characters are a group of incredible geeks. There's Ben, the game master. He's a little adrift, and this game gives him an outlet for all the frustrations in his life. He's also been nursing a crush on one of his players for about a year. He's been best friends since childhood with Gareth, who's an up-and-coming lawyer who's probably too cool to be here, but loves it anyways. Finally, there's Nate, who's a jock more than a geek, but he's learning. And as we all know, the nerd/geek community is nothing but inclusive. On the game side, Gareth plays McDougal, a steampunk cyborg dwarf. Nate plays Pete, an aspiring wizard. They fight crime. And Ben plays, well, everybody else, including the possibly villainous, possibly red herring Duke Arsino.
Murphy's a medic with a bit of a chip on her shoulder and a penchant for incredible violence. And really, this game is the only thing keeping her from snapping. Then there's Kaylee, a sweet and sensitive woman, a little bit of a flirt, probably the nicest of the group, but that doesn't mean that she's a pushover. In the game, Kaylee plays Captain Jacqueline of the airship Waylandlock. She's a former Nyla Logos with a tragic backstory, but she's boring. Let me tell you about Lizelle. Lizelle is a mysterious gunslinger who has a collection of pistols, an urge to tear down the ruling system, and an intense hatred of wizards. Utilizing the revolutionary new technology of green screening...
It's the 1930s.
Wait, what?
It was invented in the 1930s.
Normally, establishing a world of fantastic mystery and wonder would cost hundreds of thousands of dollars at bare minimum. However, working within our smaller budget, we're focusing on creating a distinctive style, creating by hand some of the world's more fantastical creatures. Our team of talented artists, including Eileen, Mel, and Myra Chanel, will be hand-drawing the world of Europa. This will help keep our budget in line and create the distinctive and unique look of the series.
This story can stand on its own, that's true. But these characters have a lot in them. We see this as our stepping stone to telling you the full story, but hey, if this is all anybody wants to see, so be it. However, we think that this series is something that you and any friends of yours of the nerdy persuasion might enjoy. We have the script on lock, the pilot on lockdown, 3 seasons worth of scripts afterwards, a collection of green screens, some basic lighting equipment, 2 DSLRs, and a talented cast. We are going to shoot this thing no matter what, but your support here will keep us from making something like this. Quick, Lizelle! Get them with your mind lasers!
Pew!
Which nobody wants.
Because we have a focus on the local production community, when we set out to create a web series, we established a hierarchy of how to prioritize our resources. First, we want to pay our crew members. Second, post-production. And third, purchase equipment. There's a lot of talented crew people in New Mexico, and we want to pay them what they're worth. So with that focus, on top of the typical issues such as insurance, medics, yes, and craft services, the expenses start to add up. Brilliant Production plans to make a lot of films in the future, and we don't want to start by exploiting our crew members.
We've got the scripts, we've got the cast, we've got a talented crew that we're building, so when can you expect to see the results of your donations? Come hell or high water, we are shooting this thing in June. We've blocked out the time and everything. We'll wait a month or so afterwards to allow for post-production, and as soon as we've seen the final cut, we'll release this on YouTube and on our website.
Since you'll have to wait a couple months for the NightHawks to air, we want to make sure that you get something before then. To that end, let me highlight some of the rewards that we're going to be offering. You'll be able to get special NightHawks D20s, artwork related to the series, both prints and original, exclusive DVD commentaries, giant D20s, and at the higher end of the scale, the ability to add details to the world, such as deities. Finally, at $1,000, we will shoot a harpoon through you. on screen. Thank you so much for watching. If you saw anything that you liked in this video, please consider donating, or especially share us with a special geek in your life. Thank you again, and we look forward to bringing you the NightHawks.